Students, I welcome you all to the online video lecture on course Heat Transfer, module number 4, which is entitled as Thermal Radiations. This is a fifth lecture on module number 5. In the today's lecture, we'll see the numericals on the thermal radiations, the very basic numericals on the thermal radiations. So let's read the first problem carefully. So these problems are very important from your competitive examinations as well as the university level examination point of view. Okay, so let's read the problem carefully. The effective temperature of a body having an area of 0.12 meters square is 527 degrees centigrades. Calculate the following: the total rate of energy emission, second bit, the intensity of normal radiation, the third bit, wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power. So this is a given data. The area of body is given, that is 0.12 meters square. Capital A equals to 0.12 meters square. The temperature of the body is given 527 degrees centigrades. So the temperature equals to 527 plus 273 equals to 800 kelvins. So this is the mandatory step, because while solving the problems on thermal radiations, you are supposed to take the temperature in kelvins. Otherwise, you are end up with getting the wrong answer. Okay. So in the first bit, he is asking us to calculate the total rate of energy emission. The total rate of energy emission. It is given by the simple Stephen Boltzmann's law. That is, the emissive power of a black body is equals to sigma A T to the power 4, where A is the area, sigma is the Stephen Boltzmann's constant, T is the absolute temperature in kelvins. Substitute all the values. The area is given, Stephen Boltzmann's constant is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8, area is 0.12, and the absolute temperature in kelvins is 800 to the power 4. So after solving, you'll get the answer as 2786.9 watts. So this is the value of total rate of energy emission. Next one is the intensity of radiation. The intensity of radiation is given by the formula IN, that is a normal radiation, IN equals to EB divided by pi. EB divided by pi. So in the previous class, we have seen the definition of intensity of radiation, which is defined as, the intensity of radiation is defined as the energy emitted by the body per unit area per unit solid angle, per unit solid angle, per unit area per unit solid angle. Okay, so Q by A is nothing but emissive power. Q by A is nothing but emissive power, that is E, divided by the solid angle as it is. Divided by the solid angle as it is. So use this formula. So therefore, IBN is equals to EB divided by pi. Okay. So it should not be in Kelvin to the power 4. Okay. So now EB equals to sigma T to the power 4 divided by pi as it is. Because EB is nothing but sigma T to the power 4, that is emissive power from the black body. So 5.67 into 10 power minus 8 into temperature as it is. The temperature is 800 kelvins divided by pi as it is. Popularly, this equation is known as the relation between emissive power and intensity of radiation. Okay, so yesterday we derived the equation E equals to pi into I. The lecture number 4 we have derived the relationship between emissive power and intensity of radiation. Okay, use this formula. So you'll get intensity of radiation equals to E divided by pi. So after calculation, you'll get the value as 7392.5 watt per meter square per steradian. Watt per meter square per unit solid angle. So what is a unit of solid angle? It is steradian. Steradian. Solid angle unit is steradian, and in short, it is known as, it is written as S suffix R or SR. Okay, that is steradian. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now the next bit is wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power. Wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power. So it is given by the Wien's displacement law. So this relation you can see even in the data handbook as well. Okay, so this is a Wien's displacement law in which lambda max into T equals to 2898 micrometer kelvins. Okay, so the lambda max equals to 2898 divided by T equals to 2898 divided by 800. So that is given as the answer would be 3.622 micrometers. 3.622 micrometers. So Kelvin get cancelled. So ultimately you'll get the answer as the maximum wavelength. The maximum wavelength is equals to 3.622 micrometers. Okay, I hope this is clear. So you can take the screenshot of this solution and practice this numerical. Okay, now let's go to the second numerical. Assuming the sun to be a black body emitting the radiation with the maximum intensity at lambda equals to 0.49 micrometers. Calculate the following. First bit, surface temperature of the sun and the heat flux at the surface of the sun. So he has given the value of lambda. So maximum intensity at the maximum intensity, lambda equals to 0.49 micrometers. So this would be lambda max. This would be lambda max. Here there is a printing mistake. Here it should be lambda max. It should be lambda max. The maximum wavelength equals to 0.49 micrometers. So here also, if we give the value of maximum wavelength, do use the Wien's displacement law, because the Wien's displacement law is just relationship between maximum wavelength and the temperature. Okay, so which is equals to 2898 micrometer kelvins. Okay, you can see this equation in the data handbook as well. Page number 81. This is a Wien's displacement law, for which we have lambda max into T equals to 2898 micrometer kelvins. Okay, use this formula. Right. So T equals to 2898 divided by lambda max, which is equals to 5914 kelvins. 5914 kelvins. This is the value of absolute temperature in kelvins. This is the answer for first bit. In the next bit, he asked us to calculate heat flux at surface of the sun. Heat flux. So how to define the heat flux? The rate of energy emitted, or the rate of energy emitted from the body per unit area is nothing but the heat flux. You can say it as a heat flux, which is denoted by small q, or you can say it as a emissive power from the black body. Emissive power from the black body. So according to the Stephen Boltzmann's law, it is given by emissive power of the black body is depends on the fourth power of the absolute temperature, or it is directly proportional to fourth power of the absolute temperature. And if we replace the proportionality sign by an equality sign, let me write here, which is directly proportional to fourth power of the absolute temperature, EB equals to sigma T to the power 4. Okay, so this itself is nothing but heat flux. Either I can say the heat flux or the emissive power. Okay, so it is equals to sigma T to the power 4. Sigma is the constant, 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 T to the power 4. So T is a temperature. Temperature is given just now we have calculated. Okay, 5914 into 10 to the power. Okay, 5914, that is in kelvins. So which is to the power 4. See, instead of writing 10 to the power minus 8, he has written the denominator. Both are same. Okay. Here also you can take 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 into, instead of in place of this T, you can take 5914 to the power 4 and simplify and get the same answer. So the answer for this bit is 6.936 into 10 to the power 7 watt per meter square. The unit for heat flux is watt per meter square. So this is the answer for second bit. So these two numericals are very important from your examination point of view. Okay. Now let's go to the third numerical, which is also important one. Calculate the following for an industrial furnace in the form of a black body and emitting the radiations at 2500 degrees centigrades. The monochromatic emissive power at 1.2 micrometer length. The first one is monochromatic emissive power is to be calculated. Next one, wavelength at which the emission is maximum. Wavelength at which the emission is maximum. This is the second bit. Third bit, maximum emissive power. Fourth bit, total emissive power. Fifth bit, total emissive power of the furnace if it is assumed as a real surface with emissivity equals to 0.9. 0.9. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this problem. Please take the screenshot. So initially, what is to be assumed? The industrial furnace is in the form of a black body. So initially, we have to assume the furnace as a black body whose emissivity is equals to 1, as we discussed in the previous classes as well. So the emissive power or the emissivity of a black body, the emissivity of a black body is equals to 1. But in the last bit, he is asking us to calculate the total emissive power of the furnace if it is assumed to be a real surface. Real surface, you can say, or you can say it as a non-black surface. For non-black surfaces, emissivity is always less than 1. So that's why he has given, by taking emissivity as 0.9, we have to calculate the total emissive power. Okay, I hope this is clear. Fine. Now let's write down the given data carefully. The first temperature is given. The temperature T equals to 2500 degrees centigrades. So convert it into kelvins, 2773 kelvins. The lambda is given, monochromatic emissive power at 1.2 micrometer length. So lambda is given 1.2 micrometer, and here emissivity. So this emissivity is applicable, strictly applicable for fifth bit, only for fifth bit. But up till here, to calculate the value of total emissive power, we are supposed to take the value of emissivity as equals to 1, because initially he has given to assume the furnace as the black body. Okay, fine. The monochromatic emissive power. So whenever he asks us to calculate the value of monochromatic emissive power, that is E suffix T lambda, E suffix T lambda, monochromatic emissive power of a black body. So which is defined by the Planck's law, Okay, the monochromatic emissive power at wavelength 1.2 micrometer. So if you are unable to remember this equation, just go to the data handbook, the same page number 81, for the radiation, page number 81. Here you can find the Planck's law. The E suffix P lambda equals to C1 lambda to the power minus 5 divided by exponential of C2 divided by lambda T minus 1. So here C1 and C2 are the constant, both the values are given. You know the value of lambda, it is given in the data, and even you know the value of temperature T in kelvins. Substitute all the values and get the value of the monochromatic emissive power. The monochromatic emissive power. Okay. Now C1 and C2 are given, lambda is already given 1.2 micrometer. So it's better to take the unit which is in terms of meters. Okay, micro is 10 to the power minus 6. So 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 6. 10 to the power minus 6, it is in terms of meters. Because all the units are in meters, C1 and C2 all are in meters, as you have seen in the data handbook. Okay, so if you want, I'll show the data handbook once again. If you want, you can take its screenshot. C1 and C2 are in meters. Okay, so that's why the lambda should also be in meters. Just multiply the 10 to the power minus 6, you will get in terms of meters. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let's go to the main sheet. Fine. So C1 and C2 already it it is converted in terms of meters. Okay, substitute accordingly and get the value of monochromatic emissive power as 2.014 into 10 power 12 watt per meter square. Watt per meter square is a unit for emissive power. In the second bit, he is asking us to calculate the wavelength at which emission is maximum. Wavelength at which emission is maximum. So here we want to calculate the value of maximum wavelength, so which is given by Wien's displacement law again. So according to the Wien's displacement law, we know the lambda max into T equals to 2898 micrometer kelvins. So already, so it is there in the micrometer kelvins. So Kelvin will get cancelled. So let me write the Wien's displacement law here. Lambda max into T equals to 2898 micrometer kelvins. Okay. So do the cross multiplication. Temperature is in kelvins. Kelvin will get cancelled. So you'll get the value as 1.045 micrometers. So this is a value for the maximum wavelength, or wavelength at which emission is maximum. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now let's go to the next bit, which is very important. The maximum emissive power. Okay. So read the third bit, maximum emissive power. So already we know the value of the relationship for the Planck's law. Okay, according to the Planck's law, we know the monochromatic emissive power of the black body. So if you are calculating the value of maximum emissive power, then you are supposed to take, in this equation only, you are supposed to take lambda as lambda maximum. I repeat, in the third bit, he is asking us to calculate the maximum emissive power. So in order to calculate the value of maximum emissive power, that is lambda B max, this is maximum emissive power. In this equation, just take the lambda as lambda max. Already you have calculated in second bit the wavelength, maximum wavelength. So here also take lambda is lambda maximum. C1 and C2 are known. Temperature is also known, and you will get the value of the maximum emissive power, that is E lambda B max. Okay, I hope this is clear. Fine. So you have to practice these numericals thoroughly. So this will be very helpful even in your competitive examinations also. Okay. So maximum emissive power. After simplification, you will get this simplified term. Okay. No need to worry. So here no confusion, because already I told you how to get the value of maximum emissive power. So just substitute. So in this equation, just take lambda as lambda max, and T is already mentioned here, also lambda as lambda maximum. So lambda maximum already we have calculated 1.045. Do take it is in terms of meters. Just multiply with 10 to the power minus 6. Okay. So after that, do the calculation and substitute, and you will get the value as 2.1 into 10 to the power 12 watt per meter square per meter length. Okay. Now the next bit is total emissive power. So please try to get the difference between maximum emissive power and total emissive power. So the maximum emissive power is calculated only at the maximum wavelength, whereas the total emissive power is calculated by using the Stefan-Boltzmann's law. So already we know the Stefan-Boltzmann's law. According to that, the emissive power of the black body is equals to sigma times T to the power 4. Sigma is Stefan-Boltzmann's constant, which is already known, and T is a temperature, that is 2773 kelvins. Substitute and get the value of total emissive power as 3.352 into 10 power 6 watt per meter square. The fifth bit, last one, total emissive power when the emissivity is 0.9. So as I told you in the previous classes also, the emissive power for the black body is equals to sigma t to the power 4. Whereas for the non-black bodies, the emissive power as epsilon times sigma t to the power 4. Okay, so in this equation, if you put sigma or epsilon equals to 1, so then it will be the black body, because we know for the black body the emissivity is always equals to 1. Emissivity is always equals to 1. I repeat, for the black body emissivity is equals to 1, so therefore the emissive power is equals to lambda the sigma t to the power 4. But while calculating for the real surfaces or for the non-black surfaces, you have to consider the emissive power equals to epsilon sigma into t to the power 4, because already emissivity is given, that is 0.9. So substitute all the values in this equation and get the value of the total emissive power from the real surface as 3.017 into 10 power 6 watt per meter square. You can take the screenshot of this problem as well, okay, and practice these three numericals thoroughly. If you find anywhere any difficulties, just let me know, right? And if you have any doubts, you can put your queries in the comment box, or you can put your queries on the WhatsApp, to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, so please don't forget to like the channel, share the channel, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video on the YouTube, you'll get the notification instantly. So till then, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you and have a nice day.